We're not borrowing that again, by the looks of it.
Cheers. Is that your first ever one?
Yeah.
Nice. Enjoy.
We are 6 minutes away from delivering £10,000 worth of check. Stops,
My God, if you can hear me over the intro music, is that Triton? Where you been?
We're not borrowing that again, by the looks of it.
Through the intro music, let's let's dive straight in. I've not seen Triton in chat for a good while. Hope you're doing well. The Caps Lock King is in chat. Ryan, how are we doing? Lisa, Ruth, Triton, flipping hell's a blast from the past. Nice to see old names coming back though. Something we always say, and if we see like regular names in entry lists and stuff as well, we always like to extend a thank you. Because again, you've probably heard me say it before, but myself and Ray are always thankful because it shows that, you know, we as a team are doing something correct, along obviously with Mum and Chris. Yeah, it's really good to see repeat names like coming back into the community and stuff, not just in terms of wins or on the winner sheet or on the entry list, but just, you know, coming back to the community. Moved home, that's why I was off. How you keeping? How are you keeping, everybody? The weekend is nigh. It's another draw day. Bonjour, Mr. Dez. How we doing, Derek? Mr. Cannon. Matthew, what's up? Chat, guess what? Guess what? Look what I'll be doing at the end of this. Look what I can do at the end of this. Can you remember this? This is almost nostalgic now. Not yet though, chat. Not yet though. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, we have implemented a wallet scheme on the website, which is essentially a way for us to credit your account directly rather than giving you a coupon code to use. So any sort of store credits that you win going forward will be credited to your account solely, and then you've got a wallet then that any time that you win, for example tonight there's a £100 store credit on the site. If you win that, we just credit your account accordingly. And then when you go, if we do any giveaways like I'll do on the pre-live, so I'll bring back the spinning wheel. If we do any live draw stuff, we'll do that. Would it have moss like my real wallet? Well, yeah, technically it will. You'll have moss in there and some store credit. But the wheel's made a return. There's just been stuff going on in the background, plus when you're putting anybody who does any sort of form of web dev, Ray's the guy who deals with all of that. But any web development, you need to test it first. So we couldn't just put a new plugin on the website and hope it worked. We had to test it on a different on a dev site essentially, to make sure that it was stable and to make sure it was what we wanted for our customers. So thank you for your patience with waiting for that. We will in the coming sort of week or two, because when we had the store credits in the old way, There were a fair few of you that had like credit waiting to be used. We screenshot all of that before we had to remove our old system. So myself and Ray in the coming days, likely be next week now, we'll make a start on going through that list, and we'll start crediting your wallets and set you up on a wallet scheme. And then basically this will should show on my, I'm not logged in. But it'll show on your account section, it'll show you what credit you've got in there and what you can use. When you're going through the checkout process, you'll have an option, before you tick to say that you're over the age of 18, that you can either use what's in your wallet or obviously your card payment. And also within the basket itself, you can select a wallet, whatever the amount on there. Yeah, love the old codes. I did like making those. But also with this way as well, although we're not having the codes, unfortunately, it's a much more sort of stable platform. What was happening sometimes with the other one, say Des, I could give you a £5 store credit. Your code is programmed to do a £5 store credit, but you could put a £100 order in, put your code in, and it would discount the entire basket. Obviously, as a business, that's not viable for us. For anyone who was ever dishonest, it's obviously not good for them, because it causes banning accounts and everything. But yeah, it was something that would happen like once in a blue moon, but it was just, it's not worth that risk to us as a business. And also, to the end user either. It's not fair on those of you that play and get involved in this on a fair basis. So we had to remove that old thing, and we've implemented the wallet. How are we doing, Sarah? You good? So yeah, all hail the wheel. Pokemon Center queue is up for the Zard UPC. How you doing, Mike? I haven't won big yet, but I will one day. But I'm mainly here for the banter and to see the winners. We get that quite a lot. So obviously everyone loves to win. The one thing that we can't do is guarantee you yourself would be a winner, but what we can guarantee is every single draw on the website, which I'll go through in a moment. I always got to run through the introductions and stuff. What there? Happy birthday, Ginger Boy. Later, congratulations. It's a bit belated, but thank you. So mine was on the 12th, Ray's was on the 16th, so make sure to wish Ray a happy birthday as well. Who else we got in? I think I've said hello to everyone so far. Boosh. Ryan, Dorpedez, Mikey Boy. Also, Mike, I appreciate your comment about the Ashtray 50X. I don't know if you saw my reply, but it's one of the reasons I was eyeing them up. I was like, I do like that McLaren Orange. Or Papaya, I'm sure it's called Papaya. Not doing too bad, my dear. Not doing too bad. I'm hoping that my garden is finally going to be signed off and complete this weekend. Fingers crossed. It's been over a year due to cowboy installers and stuff like that. So it's been nothing but a nightmare. But I think the end is nigh. It's still going to be a really sort of nice garden, but it's not quite what I wanted it set up to be because, well, we've just had to correct other people's work. But what I'm hoping is over the weekend is I can actually spend some time in there to get it tidy, get it de-weeded, get it looking nice, and then start using it for the winter, which would be nice. Technically, we are all winners in our own rights. Stevie boy, Steve, that's not Steve. That is the piratey in you, I reckon. Arr, matey. Yeah, not doing too bad. How are you doing, Brian? What's up? How you doing, Soph, as well? How's the you still doing the, come on, brain, what's the word, volunteering at the dog shelter? That'd be cool. Cool whip. Right, so chat, what I'm gonna do is run the smoke face. I'm gonna run through the introductions like I always do. I'll let you know how you can enter competitions. I'll show you what RNG looks like as well. I've implemented that in recent weeks on the pre-live. So those of you that are new here, you get to kind of feel. Yeah, I really like Ghost of Tsushima, and Ghost of Yotai looks set to be good. It's just sometimes finding the time. I tell you what I did. I downloaded last night. I thought, right, I'm going to give myself some gaming time, but I still ended up going to bed quite early. It was I think it's called The Midnight Walk or A Midnight Walk, and it's very Tim Burton-esque. Orbsky boy, and I quite like the vibe of it so far. But you basically, I think you called the, what are you called? You're called like the burnt man, or the burnt. You basically awake from a sarcophagus, and then it's a bit weird, really. You then get this creature that gives you its eyes. There's another creature that then gives you its ears. But there's also a the thing is, my Astros are set up here. I don't have a headset for the PlayStation, so I might get the PlayStation Pulse headset actually. But it says to play with a headset because there's moments in there to help you find things. You have to close your eyes as the character and rotate to sort of figure where stuff is. But so far, I really like the mechanics of it, and I like the cute little pop boy that you find, and that's your flame in the world. You're basically trying to, what I gather, is to sort of reignite a little bit of light and warmth to this really dark, dreary world that you're in. But the cool thing about it is it's been basically made in clay and cardboard, and then it's been 3D scanned to put into the world. So it's really, really clever how it's done. So it's got that Tim Burton-y sort of Nightmare Before Christmas kind of vibe in terms of its graphics. Speaking of games and graphics, who has seen the Wolverine trailer? Woo! Insomniac Games have taken it over. I've heard it's going to be a linear experience, which I'm kind of thankful for, actually, for Wolverine. I can't imagine Wolverine as an open world style game. So having a story-driven 2020, well, I think it's fall of 2026 is coming out. American now. It's because I was looking at the stuff. So autumn of 2026. So next year, essentially, I think could be... I enjoyed the other one. I can't remember what it was called. Was that X-Men Origins, technically? But there was a game of Wolverine a fair few years back, and that was awesome. Really, really good. Oh, yeah. Max Payne. I would probably get those. If they've done a good remaster, I would. I'm in the Pokemon Cube, but apparently there's 3 mil in stock. So should be able to get one, I hope. Depends if you've got bots trolling the site and buying multiples of Sophie. Glad you're doing well. Piratey. Wait, afternoon. I know I'm early today. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Wolverine. It looks really, really good. Another game that I pitched last night because it was on sale and I had a little go of it is... I know the main title is Brothers, but I want to call it A Story of Two Brothers. And I don't know if anyone's played it, but you play both characters on the sticks. So this is one character, this is another. And you interact with the world that way. You've got like a little brother, older brother. So yeah, it was discontinued for a while, Danny, but I've brought it back. Because we were having issues with our old way of issuing store credit. So that's been bonjour, Jay, Anubis. But it will be, I will be doing it today. Obviously at the end. Yeah, so much. That's what I like, because I was a bit worried that the thing is with Wolverine, it needs to be visceral. It needs to be an R-rated game, or as the British like to call it, I like the Peggy 18. It needs to be like that. It needs to be visceral. It needs to be violent, and I think that's going to be good. Oh no, I like that. Yeah, but that's think of it now, Matthew. So in a logical sense, what is Wolverine? Who is he? What does he do? How does he fight? Like, that's the kind of fighting style you want. Almost simplistic, bashing buttons, caveman, raw style. Come on, you know. Whereas obviously Spider-Man was refined in its other way and using the triggers to obviously fly through the air. Woo! Whereas I think the control system, especially with the DualSense Edge pad, or DualSense pad, sorry, is going to be awesome. I've seen Battlefield 6. I've not. Oh, did I see the BR? I think I have seen the BR. It's not like a gas cloud anymore, is it? And the circle itself is imminent death, if I remember rightly. So as the circle shrinks in, you can't just like stay in it with a gas mask or stay in it and get hit a little bit by electric. If you're in that circle, you're dead. So it forces the gameplay even more. So I think that could be my go-to. I think I'll be honest with you, I'm not excited about Black Ops 7. I've not even played the campaign of Black Ops 6. I did enjoy the team deathmatch and stuff of Black Ops though, and the maps felt quite flowy, the weapons felt quite punchy. But I don't know, Call of Duty's just not doing it for me anymore. Awesome. Thanks, Scott. I've not missed out on any as I can't get back into Twitch on my new phone. Well, Danny, we are on Twitch, as you know, but we're also on Facebook and YouTube anyway. Missed so many of the lives. I should be punished. Why should you be punished? You've been a busy man. People have lives outside of Comp City. The full building destruction was in the beta, apparently, or close to. You could literally just go in with a sledgehammer and take out the 4 corners or plant C4 and stuff like that. Battlefield 6 is giving me the confidence to just step in from what I've seen. I've seen like the likes of Stone Mountain, Tim the Tapman, some of the big streamers play it, some of the smaller streamers play it, and I think I'll get that installed on the PC. I think it's an FPS that would be nice to jump in with the guys. Ray might get it. We might do some streams with it and stuff. Or even maybe a couple of games where you guys like get on and jump in, set up a Discord channel or something, and we can all jump on and do something. It'd be nice to get some gaming in. And as I say, not necessarily doing streams of gaming. We will try and do that from time to time, but actually just playing for the fun of it. I just want to be able to play. Oh, I don't know. Black Ops. Call of Duty. I don't know. And then all the maps. I saw the maps released, and they're the same flipping maps. Argument's sake, actually, they're the same maps on. You've got like Operation Firestorm and stuff, so it's going to be the same maps on Battlefield as well. But because they're so vast, and the sniping, oh my god, the sniping looks like it's come back in Battlefield. It's really good. Yeah, I don't know about Black Ops. I may still get it because a lot of some of the old sort of people I used to play with are likely to get it. So if I see them online, it'd be nice to jump in and have a few games. And it's sometimes with Black Ops, you've got those smaller style quick action maps, which I quite like. But I don't know. Playing Witty Scott is entertaining, to say the least. Witty, or W-I-T-Y. I don't know what that's abbreviated for. I can't even work it out. Nope. Great COD will suffer this year, and they feel it already. They have cancelled events because of the skins and shit. That's the other thing as well, is like Beaver. I jumped in a couple of weeks ago just for a little warm up, see if I could still kill people and stuff on there, or unalive people. Sorry, Facebook, but I am talking virtually here on a game called Call of Duty, and it was quite good. But dude, you see a bright flipping Beavis and Butthead run past you. I was like, oh, for crying out loud, this is not Fortnite. Like some of the other skins were quite cool. But some of them I'm just like, oh no. But I do fancy Battlefield 6 looks decent, but I would probably be all for the BR stuff, because sometimes like the ground wars and stuff like that are a little bit too hectic with all the vehicles and stuff for fun, and like I didn't mind it so much. But I used to love TDM on there because the maps were big, you had to work as a team. How are we doing, Dan? You're good to sort of get to your objectives and stuff as well. And like the likes of Conquest and Ground War are a little bit too much. It's just Fortnite Call of Duty now. Yeah, I think it is Fortnite of Duty. Yeah. Streamers play first before I decide to get it or not. The campaign could be good, but like I did, and this is unlike me, I didn't even play the Black Ops 6 campaign. It's meant to be quite good. I didn't even play it. I just literally played multiplayer. And what I used to do back in the day is I would always complete the campaigns first, just to get a feel for the game. Normally go straight into veteran or hard mode. Complete the campaign, and then I would go into multiplayer. With this one, I just jumped straight into multiplayer. Cartoony. COD is beyond saving. When Verdansk first left, I did. See, now, the thing is, I didn't play the other big map on there. What I really enjoyed was Rebirth. So Rebirth Island, Resurgence. I loved it. I loved it. Medium and large maps with more vehicle maps come in. We'll see. Yeah, well, Battlefield 6 for me just looks more polished. It looks more fun. It looks more like Milsim-ish. It's that, yeah, I think it's looking good. So I'm going to do chat. We got distracted by games. Although I love talking about games when I get a chance to. Is I'll run through how it works. And if I'm new to your screen, I'll run through the introductions first. So I'm Scott. I'm one of the company directors of Comp City Giveaways. And basically, we are a competition website based in Newport, South Wales. Now, we launched this company, so myself and Ray launched this company back in 2020. So we're well established within the competition industry. every single prize that you see on the website has a guaranteed draw regardless of sellout. It's something we've done since day one. Speaking of sellout, the store credit is gone. But every single comp that you see on the website has a guaranteed draw. So as I say, whether it does well or doesn't do well, the competition will always go ahead. Now, if there are any questions that I don't cover whilst I'm going through this pre-live, there's an FAQ on the website if you don't feel like asking questions whilst I'm live on your screen. There's a live draw from 7 p.m. this evening, so all of our live draws on Mondays and Thursdays, with the exception if me and Ray are both on annual leave or whatever. But we always notify you guys in advance. And yeah, so every draw is guaranteed. What I'm going to do is go through how you can enter a competition. I'm going to use the Switch 2 comp as an example. Have we still got switches? We've got one switch left. Graham Hogan swipping it. Speaking of Switch 2s, I got to meet Sharon today, lover. She's a semi-local winner. Her son dropped her down to the office to come and pick up her Switch 2. So I got to meet her in person. A lovely woman she is. So, and it sounded like the win came at the right time for her as well, which was really nice. There was a loss in the family, unfortunately, but she feels that this was like a little nod from that person that she lost, and I thought that was an incredible little story. So Sharon will be playing her Switch 2 tonight, I'm sure, with the help of Chris, because her boy, her son, back when the Switch 2 was first released, won one of the first Switches that we had done. He was the first batch to go out, so I'm sure he'll be helping her get it set up. I thought that was awesome. But anyway, getting distracted by awesome stories, we have the Switch 2 comp. So basically, to enter a competition, you find any comp that you want to enter in for. I'm just using this as an example, as it has instant wins on it as well. Enter how many tickets you want to play with. Go through the checkout process. Once you've completed payment, you'll be then met with a thank you for your order page. That'll tell you, what tickets you've got at that point and sort of how much you spent on that order. So it'll be like a thank you for your order page. If you're lucky enough to have bagged an instant win, so say for example Joe Blogs checks out on the instant win, the Nintendo Switch 2 competition, they're lucky enough to have 19,000 in their order. Joe Blogs' name goes here the moment they've completed payment. What then happens is on that thank you for order page, it will also show you what you've won and with what ticket number if you've bagged an instant win. If you miss that prompt, however, we will automatically send an instant win email to you as well, and that'll outline what you've won with what ticket number and how to claim. So nice and simple. So that's for the instant wins and how to enter a competition. How is it we pick our winners, you might ask? So basically, we pre-publish every single entry list. So the reason comps close at 6 p.m. and we go live at 7. This Joe Blog seems to win a lot. Yeah, Joe Blogs, John Doe, Jane Doe, Jane Blogs. We pre-publish the entry list on the website before we go live. So reason comps close at 6 and we go live at 7 is it gives us the chance to get that entry list up on the website entry lists on the website for you. Now an entry list will look like this. It'll always show you what we're drawing for, total amount of tickets that should have sold, and the cost per entry as well. Now, if a competition doesn't sell out, you will see missing ticket numbers on the entry list. This goes 1, 2, 3 and then jumps to 13. So straight away we can see this comp didn't sell out. Reason being is that if a comp doesn't sell out, there are going to be missing ticket numbers. It's as simple as that. What we do, however, is still use the same ticket range, so the total number of tickets that should have sold. We then put between 1 and 33,000 into RNG, hit generate. Whoever we land on will be the winner. If, however, we land on an unsold number, I'm simply going to go back to the RNG screen, which is this, line it up with generate again, and hit generate. But I'm going to show you how this works. Basically, go to Google, type in random number generator, and you're going to get this. Sometimes, however, I need to say it because sometimes you'll see random.org appears at the top, and then this is just below. But random.org sometimes appears at the top, but that's not what we use. We use Google's integrated RNG, which is this. Now, to show you how it works, can you give me any numbers in chat? Any numbers in chat, and I'll put the min and max in for us. Definitely Battlefield fan. 2 weeks tomorrow. Can't wait to play it on the PS5 Pro. I won a couple of weeks back now. Are you finding the Pro, Dan? I wasn't sure whether to upgrade or not, but realistically, with no disk drive and stuff, it's quite a bit of an upgrade. And I've got the I got the first batch that was released in November of when they first came out. Still doing me solid now. Also been playing Gears of War. Definitely gives nostalgia for my teens again. Been playing it, and it was kind of strange seeing it be released on PlayStation. But I'm thankful that those who have been Sony their entire gaming journey, maybe they've not been on PC and they've never picked up an Xbox. For those that have never played Gears and they've stayed on PlayStation, I think they're in for a treat with that, 100%. Because Gears of War is up there for me in terms of one of the greatest games, especially for just the story was good. The gameplay was really good considering, you know, when that was released. Really, really good. Yeah, I think that's going to be awesome. So what we got? We have... we got 2 meme numbers in. We got 6969 there with Danny. I'll go with Sophie's number because we always do boobless or boobs. So we've got 748263. So chat, imagine this is a comp that we're drawing for on a live draw. I simply line the mouse that would generate, and each time that I press this button and get repetitive strain injury, we see that it will randomly find a number between that number range. Now, like I said, if we land on an unsold number, I'm going to come back to the screen, line the mouse that would generate, and keep hitting generate, and I'll always show the mouse on screen anyway when I'm doing this. Obviously not when I'm doing everything else. Let me zero that out. But if we land on a winner, I simply get that updated live whilst we're on screen for the live draw later. But that's how that works. Nice and easy. So, what is ending today, chat? Let's hit F5. So we've got 1 instant win switch 2 left on here. It's 25 pence an entry, and the more an instant win comp sells, the higher chances are of finding what's left. This is around that 65% sold mark, so that instant win switch is hiding in here somewhere. We've got £50 to enter. Yes, it's £50 a ticket, but there are only 35 total entries. So that means even if it sells out, you've got a 1 in 35 chance of bagging either £1,000 cash or an RTX 5070 gaming PC. So that's doing pretty well at the moment. We got the 5p version of it, so same comp essentially. It's an RTX 5070 gaming PC or £1,000 cash, but it's 5 pence to play, and that closes tonight at 6 p.m. We've then got the Lego, not doing so great. However, we guarantee every single draw. So if you're a Lego buff and you love your Star Wars, this is £200 cash, or maybe you want the Lego bundle, which is the Lego Star Wars bundle that we can see here. So the Ewok, and it's not the AT-AT, it is the ATST. That was it. I knew there was a different name. 50 pence an entry is under 30% sold with a guaranteed draw this evening. We've got, like I said in a post earlier, probably the sexiest headset on the market right now. That's just my opinion. It's absolutely stunning. The Logitech Astro A50X is the McLaren edition in papaya or orange, which as fellow gingers would probably love. Well, I know I love it. Mike loves it, so yeah. 79 pence an entry. Looks like it's due to sell out, and I can see why. Absolutely insane bit of kit. If you don't want the headset, however, I think it was 235 quid. Yeah, £235 is the cash alternative on this. Only 48 entries left on that though, and the store credit has sold out. So when I end this pre-live, I'll get the entry list on the website for this, which will basically show here. I don't think that's one thing I didn't go. Yeah, I did. They'll show here. You'll obviously have today's date, and then you'll have the entry list will start showing under here as they come to an end. Also, chat, on the website, we've got the Nebula PC, which is coming to an end Monday. How many does it have? Is it 6? I want to say 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still has 6 chances at an RTX 5070 gaming PC. Or maybe, if you don't want the PC, there's a couple of bonuses now. So you can have £1,000 and a 5060 Ti. You could have £1,000 and an A1 Mini. Obviously, if you've matched these. If you... Joe Blogs again, he's winning again. This is Joe Blogs. If Joe Blogs checked out with 77,500, he gets a choice between the PC or £1,000 cash and a 5-gram gold bar, for example. So you get like either or, whichever one you'd fancy. So yeah, that is ending Monday. We've got the Cube, which gives you £2,000 towards to spend on a PC of your choice. But also, not only that, there were 40 total chances at 5060 Ti gaming PCs, or £675 cash, and that's just £1.29 to enter. We've got the best odds we've ever run on a tech bundle. It's a £5,000 tech bundle, so you get your PlayStation 5 Pro with the disc tray, your speaker, your PC, a Switch 2, your whole like setup, so the Secret Lab chair and desk, plus honestly insane setup. It's £3 an entry, and I think if I stand corrected, it was 13,333 total tickets. Yeah, so the best odds we've ever done, and again, guaranteed draw on that, chat. Yes, it's £3 an entry, but you know, it's not like 133,333. It's 13,333 total entries. So again, regardless of sellout, that will go ahead as well. Also, for you Ghost of Yotai fans, we've got the collector's edition pre-order up for grabs, 25 pence an entry, but we've also got the collector's edition gold version of the console, and when I had a look online, the actual console itself includes a digital copy of the game as well. That's 50 pence an entry, 25 pence for this. And then for those of you that might want the ultimate power right now, which is an RTX 5090, then £2.50 an entry. You've got the Asus ROG Astral for grabs, which is probably the better end of the 5090 market. But yeah, £2.50 an entry. And if you don't want that powerhouse, there's £1,850 that we can just send into your account. That's how it works. Gears 2 and 3. I'm hoping as well, Dan. I'm hoping that they do. They're bound to have had an. I haven't seen the figures, but they're bound to have done well. And it was competitively priced. It's like 40 quid as well, wasn't it? I think for PlayStation. So I think for PlayStation, I'm flipping on this. Girlfriend got it for me for the birthday. So I put my squash in it at the moment, or anything else in there, but lovely jabbly. But yeah, I'm hoping they do that so people get the full story. Even Gears 4 was decent. Gears 5. Do you know what? The stories were good. I did enjoy the stories in 4 and 5. And like 5 does end on a bit of a cliffhanger, so it's like, ooh. So we should have a 6 on the market soon. On the market, I guess as well. And also for those of you that have been leaving Google reviews, a huge thank you. It means a lot to us. If you haven't already, please click this link to write a review. If you've got a Google account, drop us a review, because it's something that we want to help build for the company as well. Our Trustpilot is absolutely insane, so thank you for everybody that's left a Trustpilot up to this point, and still leave a Trustpilot review if you haven't left us one yet. Helps us massively. But also it would be good to see our Google go up as well. So everybody that's left a Google review recently and in the past, including Sophie, because she's in chat, a huge thank you for doing so. As I say, it means a lot to us, helps us massively as a company. But yeah, it'd be nice to get that into the 2,000 figures, like our Trustpilot, because you lot now is over 3,000. Legends. Oh, just got a bit excited then, and a little bit of saliva hit the monitor. God darn it. So chat, what I'm going to do, this is the part of the stream that I've aptly named the final breakdown. So we have a little bit of music to play you, a little bit of get the chest warm. And always, we introduced this a few months ago now. God, maybe not even, probably about a year now. But this soundbite works as well. Chat, this is the part of the stream that I like to call, it's the final breakdown. So, final breakdown, chat, is everything that we see under quest ending, with the exception of the let me just check. Yeah, with the exception, I wasn't sure if that would have sold out in the time we've been talking, so there's like 48 tickets left. So with the exception of the £100 Comp City store credit, everything else ends at 6 PM under the quest ending tab. So we've got the Nintendo Switch 2 bundle, which includes Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, 25 pence an entry. There's still an instant win Switch to find as well, so the other 4 have been found, so congratulations to all of those instant winners. We've got probably like the best odds we've ever done on a PC. It's an RTX 5070 gaming PC or £1,000 cash, a 1 in 35 chance, which makes the ticket £50 an entry. We got a 5 pence to enter version, which is an RTX, essentially the same comp, same price, but it's 5 pence to enter. So you've got the best of both worlds. If you like cheap tickets, it's there. If you like low odds, it's there. We've got the Star Wars Lego up for grabs, so the Lego Star Wars bundle or £200 cash is there. 50 pence an entry, not doing that great, but again, chat, we guarantee every single draw, so you've got some really, really good odds. If you're a Star Wars / Lego fan, time to get a ticket. And then we've got the Logitech Astro A50X, and it's the McLaren edition, 79 pence an entry, and there are now 41, so 7 tickets have gone once we've been live. So yeah, 41 total entries left, and as we can see, the store credit is sold out, which I will get the entry list on the site shortly. So don't miss out, chat. Do not miss out. So chat, what I'm gonna do now, and this is gonna feel, I gotta try and remember the rules. Now, I've gotta remember the rules. Is we're gonna do the spinny wheel. Now, how this is gonna work? Let me have a look. 2 seconds. Yeah, I think I remember because it's been too long. So the spinny wheel chat is where you get involved. We always like to give a bit back to the community, and this is something that we've been itching to get back on the road with, in terms of just like giving out store credits, doing store credit comps, doing giveaways in our groups and Discord, as well as the lives and pre-lives. So this is the pre-live spinny wheel. Now, I need you in chat to give me a number between 1 and 75. Danny's right in there. So between 1 and 75, chat, what I'm going to do is spin the wheel 5 times. Now, if we land on a winner, awesome. That's a... Do you know what? It's our first one back. It's our first one back, chat. So if we land on a winner, I'm going to give you £20 store credit. If we land on a winner. If, however, you share the number between each other, then I will split said store credit between you. And I'm going to be generous. We'll still play a game of higher or lower as well, so you could have a chance to go up to do you know what? I don't used to do it. 10, 20. So yeah, we'll even double it. I'm gonna be it's the first one back. So to celebrate, we're gonna go big. But the normal rules are a £10 store credit with a chance to double it. So if we do like the hit game of higher or lower, and obviously I'll split store credits if they're. But yeah, we're gonna go big on this one. £20 store credit to a individual winner, and a chance if you play higher or lower, you could potentially win £40 store credit. But if you lose, you walk away with a tenner on that one. Yeah, let's go big on it, this one. So yeah, playing for £20. So yeah, chat, numbers between 1 and 75. I'm gonna play the little countdown I've got on here, and then I'm gonna start spinning, chat.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All hail the wheel. Spin, chat. I think we've all had enough time now. Right. We got it. 43. Anyone in chat with 43? We got 71, 36, 13. Damn, nobody got 43, chat. We got 4 more spins. Oh, Mr. Animal close with 42, though. Damn! Anyone in chat with 21? Nope. We go again. $23. 23. Nope. Beginning to be the one-eyed king. 30. 21. 21, man. 30. Anybody on chat with 30? We got 33. Anybody in chat with 30? Sensei Antonio, you're a little bit high. It's between 1 and 75. I want to just clock that number, sorry. So you can put another number in. But you're outside of the range, which means you will never win if you're outside of 75. Yeah, nobody with 30. I'm going to spin again, chat. Spin again. Come on, wheel. 9. I think I saw a 9. Did I see a 9? Yes! Courtney with 9. Courtney Game, you have 9. That means you bagged a £20 store credit. It's the first game back, so I thought I'd go big or go home. Usual rules going forward would be like £10 store credit. Split between 2 people if multiple people win. And obviously the chance of higher or lower. Now, did you want to play a game of higher or lower, Courtney, or are you sticking with the £20 store credit? I've got to count these cards actually while he's... And I know it takes a little while on YouTube. $13, $14, $15. $54. Perfect. Courtney wants to stick. 54. And you might be like, huh, why is it counted 54? It's because I've left the jokers in for a good reason. However, Courtney wants to stick. So Courtney, if you can drop me a message on Business Suites on our Facebook or Instagram Facebook page, please. Just with the email that's linked to your account, so the one that's part of your username, because we've got a wallet system in play now. So what I essentially do is I create a wallet for you, I will credit that wallet, and you can spend that when you check out then. So there'll be no longer you putting in like a coupon code. You can just use the wallet during the checkout process, or if you've got stuff in your basket, you can actually discount from your wallet. You can choose how much to spend, basically, of your wallet. But £20 store credit, I'm going to make a little note. £20, and my pen has run out of ink. There we go, £20. Let's see, and that was for Courtney. Congratulations, dude. Courtney Game. Boosh. So chat, I'm going to love you and leave you. We're going to be live again from 7 PM. Everything that you see under quest ending, with the exception of anything that is sold out, including the £50 to enter PC, that was insane odds anyway. So with the exception of anything that is sold out, excuse me, they will be closing at 6 PM with or without you. That gives you, well, 46 seconds and 32, 31, 30. 29 seconds every 4 comps close, and then we'll be live from 7 to find our winners. So chat, we're gonna love you and leave you. We'll see you in the live draw. Peace out. A-Town, love y'all.